Ladies and gentlemen, Sony has almost made the most dopest ill console drop in the history of consoles. Like, we're not even going to argue that. This was potentially the best and absolutely most legendary, I would say, probably since the PS2 drop. Since the PS2 drop, this could have been. It was almost there. So we know that Sony had literally just announced for their 30th anniversary that they were releasing the PS5 Slim, PS5 Pro, PlayStation Portal, 30th anniversary edition, and it has this super ill recolor, reskin of the old 1990s PS1 colorway, and it looks so fire. But the problem, there's so many things wrong with this. There's so many things right with this and so many things wrong with this. So to start it off, I'm going to just voice what I feel is completely right about this. Number one, this is a great way to do the PlayStation 30th anniversary, celebration. A really great way, one of the great ways to do it. By dropping something like this. The colorway is fire. We got the original PlayStation logo color. That color is super ingrained in a lot of our heads and our brains, especially for those that grew up playing PS1 and PS2. You guys understand how significant this is more than anybody that started their PlayStation journey on a PS4 or even a PS3 for that matter, depending on when you were born. But everything is damn near flawless down to the controller, the print, the all over print with the buttons, the shapes, and then the 30s in there, and even going as far as to drop the packaging the same way as the old PlayStation 1 packaging when you bought a new controller and stuff. It's so ill, even with the small details of having the print on the triggers, the R2 and L2 triggers is so fire. I mean, what are we really talking about right now? Anybody that's been playing PlayStation since they were a child, that grew up or started off in that era of PS1 and going into PS2, y'all know how significant this is. This is literally so ill. I'm geeking out thinking about it, but I'm also sad because I know I'm not going to be able to get my hands on it because it's just way too expensive. We'll get into that in a little bit. But back to the details. The packaging, the classic nostalgic packaging, the PS1 USB-C charger that resembles a PS1 plug-in controller, but it's charging the PS5 controller. Fire. What are we talking about? The colorway, ill. I think there's only 12,300 of these being made. It's so fire. And then going to we're going to launch the PlayStation Portal again. I think it's called the Portal, not the Portable. The PSP is the Portable, but we're going to relaunch the PlayStation Portal with the same colorway. They're really celebrating here. They're really cooking here. If we're looking from the outside in, Sony is actually cooking right now. But there's not really too much to say about it on the nice side, because with the state of the gaming industry, and I'm just spitballing here, this is just me spitballing, the way that the gaming industry has been moving since 2016, 17, maybe even before that if you want to get really technical, it's dog shit. It's absolutely dog shit, and I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed, but I'm not here to complain about the state of the gaming industry. We're talking about PlayStation and how they almost had one of the most illest console drops, period, ever. I don't care about Xbox. I don't care about Nintendo. We're talking about PlayStation, literally the fucking god of this shit. What are we talking about? But there's not too much to gander on it when it looks amazing. Of course, it looks fire, the packaging, the controller, and everything. But then when we get to the cons, and we get to the negative things about it, I get really disappointed. Charging for the disk drive. I understand that, let's just start there. Charging for the disk drive. I get that some people really care to just play digital games. They don't give a fuck about the physical shit. I understand that. I really do. I get it. You do what you want to do. But for y'all to launch a 30th anniversary PlayStation and try to pay homage with the PlayStation 1, a console that takes disc, and for y'all to not include the disc drive on the PlayStation is FBI criminal activity. Sony. I know Sony was thinking oh, we're finna cook with this. We're finna bait these guys with nostalgia. We're finna reskin the PlayStation 5. We're dropping a new console. It's faster. It's better. More storage. Yada, 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 bro. Your core fans don't care about that shit, bro. They don't care. The demographic that y'all are trying to hit, y'all kind of, like, y'all hit, but y'all missed. Like, y'all left us with 1 HP. That's what you did. You hit us with a critical hit, and you left us with 1 HP. That's what this is. That's the best way I could put it, because no backwards compatibility. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, you could fucking play PS1, PS2 through PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus. But, like, dog, making us pay separately for an already overpriced console, that's crazy. The price of the controllers for a regular white PS5 controller is already crazy as it is. And then also, just, they're doing this shit like that Apple does with the iPhone. And I like iPhone, don't get me wrong, but the PS5 Pro, it's not that much of a difference from the regular PS5. It's not that much of a difference. So, like, what are we talking about? Y'all are charging a crazy amount of money for this console, and the difference is there's barely any difference. It's like, it hurts for me to say as a diehard PlayStation fan, but we're getting scammed, bro. Like, and I really care about this shit. Like, I love Sony. I love PlayStation. I love it. I grew up on this shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I had a DS, I had a Game Boy Advance, I had a 360, but Sony was where it was at. Team Blue. What are we, like, what? And it's so fire. It hurts to look at it. It hurts to look at the console because I know that we're getting fucking played out of our minds. Like, I dead ass on my soul, I would rather take a Bloodborne remaster than this. Just give me Bloodborne. Give me Bloodborne PS5 edition. Bloodborne sequel. Bloodborne DL. Give us something like, whatever. The disc drive. The price of the console, when it's not like, the only reason I could see anyone getting this console is people who have not upgraded from their PS4 Pros yet. Sony is already, we're going to get into that in another video, but Sony is confused why there are so many people still stuck on the PS4 Pro and the regular PS4, the PS4 Slim. They're confused as to why people are still using that console when the PS5 is out. If y'all can't see why people are still using that console as Sony, if you guys can't understand, like, I'm not trying to shit on Sony here, don't get me wrong. And honestly, this video might have just fucked up any future collaborations that I have as a rapper with Sony. I saw Travis Scott do the Cactus Jack X PlayStation shit. I cried. I fucking cried. What are we talking? Like, what? That's so ill. What are we? Stop. Like, fire. But I need to voice how I really feel because I love this shit. I love this shit. I have a cringe-ass Five Below shirt on saying born in the game, forced to work. I'd rather make music all day and then end my day playing PlayStation, not Xbox, not Nintendo, not my PC. I'd rather be on PlayStation. It don't feel the same. That's another topic for another video. The disc drive. The disc drive, crazy. It's only digital, crazy. The price, crazy. Not that much of a difference from the PS5 itself going to the PS5 Pro. Crazy. Scam activity, bro. Scam activity. And I don't know if this is their way of trying to be like, oh, we're going to get new players. This is how we're going to get people to get, drive PS5 sales. Because Sony console sales are low. Xbox console sales are low. Game Pass subscriptions are low. I think PlayStation Plus subscriptions are slowly declining. I'm not too sure about that. But, like, what are we talking about here? It's crazy because, like, you think of everything that's come before PlayStation or before the PS5, and it's like, this is great, but y'all still missed, like, big time. And I'm very curious to see how many people are going to buy the PS5 Pro. And let me know in the comments. Like, please vent to me. Tell me. Geek out about this shit. Let me know how you really feel in the comments about this PS5 Pro. Do you really want to get it? Like, do you not want to get it? Do you hate it? Are you almost baited by the colorway, the controller, the packaging, like me? Like, I really want it for that reason, but I know it's not worth it, and I'm not rich, so I'm definitely not going to buy that shit. Like, I will stick to my PS5 Slim for a cool minute. Like, I probably won't ever upgrade from that until the PS6 comes out, whenever that is. But, like, and just, like, the cons outweigh the pros, and people are already scalping this shit for $4,000 on eBay. Like, the internet has fucked up so much shit, but that's a whole nother topic for another video for another time that will be coming soon. But, I just recently, this is a little side tangent here. I just recently bought, I have all Little Big Planets. Just basically me showing my love for Sony, and just like a big portion of my childhood and the end of high school, playing Little Big Planet 3 with my friends. You know, I look at Sony stuff and I look at the past and I'm just like, I don't understand how y'all keep missing. I whether you agree or disagree, as a diehard Sony fan, PlayStation has not hit since PS4. Like, they have not cooked since the PS4, if we're being real. They really haven't cooked. And if you really want to go there, they probably didn't really cook since the PS2. If we're talking about dominating, like, there's a lot missing. There's a lot that could be brought into the space of PlayStation to improve there's so much they could do and re-put back into Sony's magic to make people want to be a part of, you know, Sony fanboys. Like, there's so much they could do, and I'm gonna make a video about that. That's probably gonna be my next video for sure. Slap the fuck out of me and put a hit out on me if my next video isn't about what PlayStation could do better. Kill me. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that. Don't, you fucking weird ass internet. Don't do that. Yeah, it's really disappointing. It's like they almost had it and then they dropped the ball like really hard. Like in my opinion, this is just my opinion. They dropped the ball hella hard, bro. Like, and this is crazy because I haven't uploaded on my channel in a cool minute. I haven't uploaded because I was really busy working on music and my EP, and I was really busy trying to put that together. So I wasn't really focused on making YouTube gaming content, but this has made me want to jump back in and, like, you know, let me get back on my shit, because what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? We got the PS5, PS1 official colorway before GTA 6. What is really happening out here? But to end this video, I don't want to keep just yapping. I'm the Yap University professor. I graduated from Yap University. I won't ramble all day. I need to stop doing that. To end this video, it really feels like that Astrobot, the game itself, is more of a better homage to PlayStation and its past and its 30 years than the PS5 Pro PlayStation 1 colorway. Really think about that. Astro's Playroom on the PlayStation, which is free, by the way, on PS5s. Astro's Playroom and the new game that just came out, Astrobot, to me, feels more home-hitting for PlayStation fans for all these years. And I'm young. This shit has been around. I was a kid I wasn't even born when the PS1 came out, by the way. I was born right before the PS2 came out. So Astrobot, all the Easter eggs, beautiful game. I haven't got my hands on it yet. I'm gonna buy it. I want the physical. I don't want the digital version, because I really care about games that, like, pay homage to things before and stuff like that. And it's really neat. I love that Sony does that. To end on a positive note, I love that Sony does that. It fills my heart with warmth. It fills me up. It fills me up with joy that I can't get anywhere else. Not a girlfriend, not from a cigarette, not from a cup of coffee. This is a different kind of joy that I get when I get to see a peek back into my childhood and back into, like, my late teenage years, you know, in high school when the PS4 dropped, and just paying homage to Last of Us, Little Big Planet, Uncharted, Killzone, Heavenly Sword. What the fuck are we talking about, bro? Sony, I love y'all, but for, you know, as a real big fan, y'all almost had me, but I'm not there yet. But if I had the bread, if I had the money, I would buy the console, because why the fuck not? But, you know, we're going to talk about some things in the next video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please geek out in the comments. Let me know what you really think about what I'm saying. Is my opinion dog shit? Do you care? Are you going to buy it anyway? Are you going to scalp it? Please let me know how you feel, especially for my YouTube subscribers, for my fan base, or whoever you are, you beautiful human beings. If you were born and if you got the experience of PlayStation 1 and the PS2 and all that, you got the experience making your first PS3 Sony PlayStation Network account, getting your, you know, seeing the PlayStation Store back in 2008. Let me know. I want y'all to cook in the comments. I'm gonna end this video at 15 minutes. This is kind of diabolical that the video is just long. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna be posting more content. It's up this year. It's up. It's up all the way until January, until I drop more music. It's up. And by the way, determination. on all streaming platforms by me, Dylan Switzerland. Determination, 7 songs. Go stream that. Sony, I love y'all. I'll talk about you more in the next video. I'm out. Enjoy the rest of your night, day, wherever you are in this part of the world. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.